Hey, what's up guys? It's Bob with Red Run Outdoors. I wanted to show you guys this new tripod that got sent over to me from Amazon to do a review on. So stay tuned and we'll see how it does. Alright, so a quick walk around of it. It might remind you of another brand tripod. Almost like they're made at the same factory, if you know what I'm talking about. It is very stable. I mean, it's really easy to use. These legs extend out. It's got the nice little hand grip on here. If you turn the knob on this side, it'll open or close your clamp on top. If you use this knob on this side, that adjusts your fluid head motion, well, friction head motion. So you can go side to side, up and down, or lock it in place so it's pretty solid. Right now I have it locked in place pretty solid, obviously, because we're probably going to sling a couple of rounds downrange here with my 350 Legend that you guys have seen in the other video. But I figured we would just set it up, take a couple shots so you could see how stable it is in comparison. And yeah, so I'm gonna go hang some targets real quick and we'll send some downrange. Well, here's gonna be our target. We're gonna go ahead and try to take this guy out at like 100 yards. Got my rangefinder right here. I just got to run back over to the house real quick and grab a couple things, and I'm going to come back and sling some lead at this guy. See what happens. Well, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but that's the target way down there. And I'm sure that if I'm looking through the scope, well, guess I'll just take a peek through the scope real quick. Yeah, I can see the bullseye, but not good enough, so I'm going to jump on the zero turn real quick, take a shot down there, mow that little path real quick, and then we'll come back and try slinging some lead. I know I've said that like 4 times now, but I mean it this time. Take 3, 4, 5, or however many it's been this time, for freak's sake, I don't know. Okay, well, I guess now we just got a freaking rack of shell in there. I don't even know if I hit that. Need to oil this gun up, son. I'll tell you that much. I don't know where that brass casing went either. Alright, try that again. Well, that's not good. glad that happened while I was test shooting and not out in the field. Oh no, we need to hurry up because the deer flies are starting to come in. Alright, well, let's go see how we did. Okay, well, apparently I need to re-sight in the 350 Legend because all 3 shots I was aiming there, I hit there, there, and there. So that's not good. Clearly that needs to be adjusted. Might as well do it on the channel, I guess. Golly. Alright, well, I made the adjustments that I wanted to make. I brought it down 3 inches because 2 of those shots were about 3 inches high. And I also took it over to the left 2 clicks just because that one was pretty far off. And I don't know, I guess we'll see what happens here. I'd really prefer to not shoot the rest of this box, but if I have to, I will. It's getting really hot out here. Oh my goodness. And I don't know if you could tell or not, but I'm kind of struggling to get these bullets in this magazine. One thing that I'll say about this Savage Axis is I'm really not a big fan of the way that the magazine goes in. But something that I'll also say, and I'm not saying that this is a bad thing, I'm just saying me personally, I'm used to tightening this way, not this way. And on this particular setup, to tighten it, you turn it the other way. Now, I probably am using it backwards compared to how everybody else would use it, but it's just the way that's kind of more comfortable to me. Steve uses his the other way. Of course, the one I'm talking about with Steve's, though, is a bog pod, so everything is backwards on it in relevance to this one. I can already tell you I just pulled that shot. Pretty bad. Yep. And I didn't think that racked a bullet, and it did, so I just unracked one. So I'll have to correct that in a minute. pretty sure I pulled that one too. Oh. Okay. Now, like I said, this way is tightening it, turning it that way, towards the front. If you turn it towards the back, loosen it up. Go ahead and set that back in there. Now I put a couple shots downrange just with this just with this tripod, because a lot of people will say that they'll sight in their rifles off of these tripods. Me personally, as much as I do like the tripods, I wouldn't necessarily trust one to sight it in. That being said, for shooting coyotes or fox or woodchucks or deer or whatever you're going to be using this for, as long as you're using it in a hunting application, it's a pretty good option. They do make better and more expensive tripods out there for way higher price ranges. I will put the price and listing for this on Amazon, but I think it was like 120 bucks. So, not bad. Especially if you want to get into predator hunting. I think everybody should get into predator hunting. Now, one thing that I will say though is this clamp doesn't always want to let you really adjust the gun, so you gotta loosen this a tiny bit, which I don't like for when I'm in the field, but it has its, I mean, like, you know, a little bit loose is fine, you know, you can still keep your hand on it, then you just gotta tighten it when you go to walk away. But let's put one more shot down here. That shot felt pretty good. So like I said, now, tighten that up, we can walk away from it. Alright, so I pulled that first shot pretty bad. I put it down here. My other two, I thought I pulled the one, but it don't look like it. It looks like I got it dead nuts. So I'm thinking this was my first shot. This was my second. That was my last one. My last one felt really good. So I'm happy with that. I'm probably going to take this out and try to kill a woodchuck with it at some point. So like I said, I wouldn't necessarily use one of these tripods for sighting in a gun. In normal circumstances, something like a lead sled is going to be a much better option for that. But if you're in a pinch and you need to do it, you can. But it is more for like hunting applications. And we'll see that here shortly, maybe, if I can go out and find a woodchuck to shoot at. If not, I just won't put it in the video. But okay guys, so just to touch one more time on this. This tripod is extremely similar to a bog pod. There are a couple of differences, like the shape of the clamp on top. Like I said, the directions like on there, like where you tighten and where you tighten and loosen, and where you tighten and loosen for your fluid head to go up and down, side to side, whatnot. That's a little different. On the bog pod, you have pins. On these, you just have these push tabs. These are the same. Well, so you have this little level. You get that little level checker. On the bottom, might as well just tip that thing upside down. You got these little spikes that act like cleats, so they dig into the ground. Overall, this thing is extremely similar to a bog pod. Like I said, there's a few differences with like the finish and small parts. But for the price on Amazon, I mean, if you're looking to get into it, if you're looking to get into coyote hunting, or if you're going to shoot woodchucks or even deer, there's plenty of people that use these bog pods or tripods similar to them for deer hunting applications. Well guys, that's going to do it for this video. I really appreciate the people who sponsored this video and sent me over that tripod. I'm going to drop their name right here because I don't want to butcher the pronunciation of their name. But I do really appreciate working with anybody on Amazon who sends me their products. But unlike a lot of people, just because a company sends me something, I'm not going to let that persuade me to, say that they're better than what they are. If I think that a product isn't good, I'm not going to tell people to buy it. I'm not going to tell people that it's better than it is. This tripod, I'm going to say, is, comparing it to a bog pod, I'm going to say it's 9 out of 10. There's a couple things that I don't like about it as much as I like on the bog pod, but for the price point, I would have no issue with buying one if I was starting to get back at, well, obviously I still do predator hunting, but if I was just getting started in predator hunting, I would probably give this tripod a shot. But thanks again for watching, guys. Hope to catch you on the next one.